What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to show it to you right now. This is the new album from the band Ulthar, entitled Providence. This is released on 20 Bucks Spin. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of Oakland, California. And the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very traditional, fantasy-driven, blackened style of death metal. Yeah. My first introduction to this band was their 2018 debut full-length entitled Cosmovore. Upon looking at that album's artwork and getting more into detail with this band's musical style, lyrical content, you could definitely tell that there was a lot to take in and a lot to get invested in with a project like this. I mean, even going back further to their 2016 self-titled demo, you could tell that Ulthar was a band that really had a lot of potential going for them. Really awesome riffs, great drum work, great pedigree of musicians involved with a project like this. They're an even more awesome band to see live. I had the privilege of getting to see them live at Red River Family Fest. And of course, a couple of years ago, I got to see them be involved in somewhat of a run of tour dates. They are a great live band. They know how to get the job done. And Cosmovore was the album that really shot them into the stratosphere and got people paying attention to what this band was all about. And now moving into 2020, we have the second full-length from Ulthar entitled Providence. From looking at the new artwork piece that was involved here, you could tell that this band was going to continue on the same sort of pathway that they did with Cosmovore. From the skeletons with dicks to the tree to the just overall detail of that artwork design, you could tell there was going to be a lot of stuff happening with this album. And now here we are with said album, Providence. It's 8 tracks, and it clocks in at around 36.5 minutes in length, so this is somewhat scaled back in terms of album length. But what isn't scaled back is this band's prowess and attention to detail when it comes to creating high-quality death metal. And there is just a lot of awesome musicianship to be heard here, and I definitely think Providence is a very solid follow-up to Cosmovore in more ways than one. From the minute you hear the opening blast beats of Churn to later songs like Undying Spear, Cudgel, and Furnace Hibernation, you can already tell that this band has a strong knack for quality and detail when it comes to playing death metal. Whether it be the way the riffs are handled and structured, to the way the bass sounds, you can tell there's a lot of strong attention to detail when it comes to this music and this band's overall sound. It's modern, it's contemporary, it's not too clean, but yet it gets the job done. I think the guitar and bass work on this album is very second to none here. I absolutely love the way that everything sounds. The drumming on here is very awesome. Just like on the previous album, there is a lot of fantastic drum work to be heard throughout this entire album. A lot of blast beats, a lot of fills, a lot of good rhythmic moments to be heard with this drum performance, especially for some of these lengthier tracks. Like, that was a major highlight of Cosmovore, were some of these really lengthy, stamina-enduring sorts of songs. And here on this album, you get plenty of stuff like that, with once again going to songs like Undying Spear, and then later stuff like Narcissus Drowning. Just some really top-notch drumming to be heard on those songs, and I really appreciate that a lot. And when it comes to the vocals, it's pretty much what you expected from the last full-length album. You get all those sorts of vocals here. Very low, roaring sorts of vocals, very wretched sorts of screams to be heard in bits and pieces. The vocals are a little bit on the diverse side here, but I really appreciate what they're doing as far as weaving the stories and getting all these crazy sorts of themes and concepts off of the ground, and I think it makes for all the more of an entertaining listen to hear these vocal styles be done and executed here, ranging from the guttural roars to the wretched screams. It's just a very awesome vocal performances nonetheless. So overall, This is a very awesome follow-up to Cosmovore. I don't know if I think I like this album better than Cosmovore, because that album is so fucking awesome, but this album is awesome too, in its own special sort of way. I don't know, this is probably going to be a grower on me, but I think this is a really, really good piece of black and death metal. If you are a fan of this band, if you enjoyed their first album, I think you're going to enjoy this new album just the same, maybe a little more, who knows. If I had to think of any personal favorite tracks, I would definitely have to say Churn, Undying Spear, Through Downward Dynasties, that's another really great track. Cudgel is awesome, and the closing track, Humanoid Knot, is a really nice one too. So, what I'm doing is I'm going to leave you some links in the description box as to how you can get a hold of this album and listen to it. I will leave you a link to the $20 Spin Bandcamp page where you can listen to this album in its entirety, hear it for yourself, and be your own judge as to whether you think it's worthy of being purchased or not. You can stream it, buy it digitally, and it is available in a wide physical multitude of physical formats, CD, cassette tape, and vinyl. There are multiple vinyl variations. Well, let me show you the vinyl in question here. Really dig the album cover art here. Very lush, over-the-top piece going on here. Back cover with track listings, band member photos. Comes with a lyric sheet with lyrics and credits and information. Dig this little Ulthar logo right in the middle here. Very, very nice. And there are multiple, like I said, there's multiple vinyl variations, but the vinyl version that I got is on this super nice pink with magenta and black splatter. Absolutely beautiful. Plays great. Great quality as to be expected from $20 Spin. But yeah, if you're a fan of Ulthar, I think you're going to really enjoy this new full length. So again, the album is Providence by Ulthar. This is released on $20 Spin. Go check this one out. And for a score, I'm going to give this a very solid 8.5 out of 10. Very worthy successor to Cosmovore. If you happen to have heard this album, definitely let me know what you think about it, how you feel about it, and how you think it compares to their previous releases. Or any of you guys into Ulthar, definitely let me know. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. And until next time, Army Ho out.